Hi, I'm Steve Henry, Field Supervisor for the Ventura Fish and Wildlife Office here at Vandenberg Air Force Base today. Welcome to Region 8 Roundup.
Staff from the Ventura Fish and Wildlife Office joined members of the United States Air Force to recognize Vandenberg Air Force Base as the 2015 recipient of the prestigious Military Conservation Partner Award. The award is presented annually by the Fish and Wildlife Service to a military installation whose land stewardship efforts represent significant conservation accomplishments. The Air Force Base is home to 18 federally threatened and endangered species, and the Ventura Fish and Wildlife Office has worked with Vandenberg Air Force Base for many years on species protection and recovery. In fact, it was staff from the Ventura Fish and Wildlife Office that nominated Vandenberg for the award. Located along the Central California coast, Vandenberg Air Force Base stretches across 42 miles of pristine coastline and serves as one of the largest breeding sites for the Pacific population of the federally threatened western snowy plover. By temporarily closing beaches during nesting season and by removing non-native vegetation, snowy plover are now nesting in new areas that only a year ago had no nest sites. The removal of non-native vegetation like ice plants is also restoring native plants like beach leia that often compete with the introduced plants for resources. Across the country, military installations recognize the critical need for conservation, and the military has become an important partner in land stewardship. At the CAL FIRE Training Center in Ione, California, wildland firefighters from the Service, Bureau of Land Management, and National Park Service attended the 2015 DOI Engine Academy. The Academy is an intensive 80-hour course designed to expose firefighters to all aspects of wildland fire engine operations. During the Academy, students practice driving through an off-road course, an obstacle course in both drive and reverse, and they also practice pump operations. By simulating real-world situations, Academy students learn from highly qualified interagency staff in a controlled environment. The Academy has many of the same training modules as other fire academies throughout the country, but takes the wildland firefighters training a step further by offering more hands-on experiences. Drivers learn not only how to drive in simulated conditions, but they also learn about the various aspects of their fire engines from certified diesel mechanics. The Academy also uses a mock town complete with prefabricated homes and empty propane tanks to replicate the challenges of defending rural homes from wildfire. To make the simulation as realistic as possible, Academy instructors stage a nighttime fire using smoke generators to replicate the confusion and disorientation of a real fire. When night falls, students are sent out on a simulated fire call to an area they have never been to before and must use maps and radios to locate and defend homes. By bringing together wildland firefighters from different agencies and providing hands-on experience, the Academy ensures everyone has the same training and can assist each other without skipping a beat in the event of a large wildfire. To the Merced National Wildlife Refuge, where a colony of 8,000 to 10,000 tricolored blackbirds have moved in. The dark songbirds population in the mid-1990s was about 3 million, but the population declined to around 145,000 in 2014, due mostly to habitat loss. As vast acres of dense cattail marshes and upland grasslands were converted for agricultural and urban development, the tricolored blackbirds lost vital nesting and feeding habitat. Loss of habitat has forced the tricolored blackbirds to nest in less desirable areas, such as wheat fields. The problem arises for the bird when it is time to harvest the wheat and the bird's young have not yet left the nest. Harvesting machines can destroy the nests and the young birds that have not yet fledged. By allowing a portion of refuge land to grow a robust stand of forbs, staff at the Merced National Wildlife Refuge created new habitat for the tricolored blackbirds, and in March, birds started to appear and build nests. In addition to the nesting site, the tricolored blackbirds are finding foraging habitat on the refuge as both adults and chicks feed on high-protein foods like insects. The refuge's practice of letting the fields go fallow to grow suitable plant species for tricolored nests has provided the blackbird with critical nesting habitat, and the refuge will continue to monitor the large colony. At the San Diego Zoo, a 32-year-old California condor known as El Mi'i lost her battle with cancer this month. El Mi'i was hatched in 1983 at the zoo when the California condor species teetered on the edge of extinction. The egg containing El Mi'i was transported from the backcountry of Santa Barbara County as part of an ambitious plan to increase California condor populations through captive breeding. During her lifetime, El Mi'i was an ambassador for the Condor Recovery Program, and in 1996 she was chosen to represent the California condor in the Endangered Species National Stamp Collection aimed at raising public awareness for endangered animals. When not gracing a national stamp, El Mi'i was busy tending to her eggs. In fact, she produced 49 eggs in her lifetime, more than any other California condor on record. 38 of these eggs hatched, and 28 of these chicks would be released into the wild. The remaining 10 condors mothered by Elmi'i became part of breeding programs at the Oregon Zoo, World Center for Wildlife in Boise, Idaho, and some remained at the San Diego Zoo. In March of this year, staff from San Diego Zoo Global released a statement that Elmi'i was suffering from a form of skin cancer and that an aggressive tumor had appeared right above her mouth. Over the next 4 months, Elmi'i was under veterinary care and received radiation therapy. However, on May 2nd, animal care staff at San Diego Zoo Global, in consultation with service staff, made the difficult decision to euthanize Elmi'i. While this special bird is gone, her legacy lives on through her descendants that now fly free in northern Arizona, southern and central California, and northern Baja California. That's it for this edition's highlights on Region 8 Roundup. Until next time, I'm Cindy Sandoval.